Hi everybody, I'm Miss Tatercakes, and you're probably wondering if you're one of my regular subscribers, what are you doing? Where's my Minecraft video? I thought I'd do something a little different today, and I want to show you how I made my Minecraft Gingerbread Steve Cookies. I will warn you though, I'm not the best at decorating cookies, but I had a lot of fun doing it, and hey, even if they don't look perfect, having fun is important too. Now, what you'll need is some gingerbread cookie dough. You can either make it homemade, a lot of recipes on the net, or you can buy pre-made like I did here, and just go from there. It was easier, so I bought pre-made. You can also buy the icing you'll need. You'll need royal icing. You can buy pre-made like this, or make your own using one of the recipes online. I used powdered sugar, meringue powder, and water. You'll also need food coloring to color Steve's clothes. And you'll need decorator tips and icing bags, or you can use just Ziploc bags with the corner tip cut out. You'll also need cookie cutter. My husband made me this cookie cutter. I have the best husband in the world, but he made this for me. If you don't have someone to make you a cookie cutter, you can always use a template like cardboard and cut around it. Next step, just follow the directions on the package, roll it out. I believe like to a 1/4 inch, I think is how thick you leave it. And after you roll it out, just want to make sure you get it rolled out really well. And then you'll just use cookie cutter, dip it in flour so the dough doesn't stick to it, and just cut out your shapes. Now you want to be sure to try to get the most cookies out of each rollout, basically, because, you don't want to have to keep rolling it out a lot. I think I probably could arrange my cookie cutter in different ways and get maybe a little more, but for the purposes of the video, I just kind of cut out what I could get out of it, and then I re-rolled it again. But keep dipping it in flour every, couple of times, just so you don't get the dough sticking to it. Again, like I told you, if you don't have a cookie cutter, you can use some cardboard cut out into the shape and make yourself a template. You just put it on your rolled out dough, take a sharp knife, and just trace around it. Be careful not to cut yourself. And it's pretty easy. It takes a little longer, but you get the same results. Now, after you've baked the cookies as per the directions on the recipe or the package, it's time to decorate the cookies. Here I have my frosting made up, or my icing. It's royal icing. You want to have it kind of thick to make your outline. Now, I made a mistake of having too small of a piping tip on my bag, so it was kind of difficult to get it out. But you want to have it thick so that when you go back with the icing that you put in the center, which is thinned out, it won't run over the edge. Now this color is a teal color to kind of match Steve's shirt. Now in the light that's overhead here, it's kind of like making the frosting look too light in color. It's a little darker than what you actually see here. Also, I had trouble getting my frosting or icing as dark as I wanted it, but hey, it's all fun. And you'll just keep tracing around it till you complete the shirt. kind of hard to get it to stick down right when I ended. So I just kind of like push it down with my finger. It worked. Now, take the same frosting, what I did so I didn't have to remix a whole nother color. I just added some more water to it and thinned it out to where a consistency that I could get it to spread out. I could have made it a little bit thinner, but you can also take and spread it yourself like this, and it will basically smooth itself out as you put it in there, so it has a smooth look. It would have been maybe better if I thinned it a little bit more, but I didn't want it to run over the sides. I've had that problem before the first time I tried. But I think I learned a little bit more, and I have to thank I has Cupquake for that. I've watched a few of her videos on decorating with icing. I still have a long way to go to get as good as she is at it, though. And then we have his shirt all finished now. We're going to go and do the pants. Same procedure. This is a darker blue, but you can't tell it from the light. But it is. It's a darker blue for his pants. Not as dark as I wanted it, though, unfortunately. But there's still a difference in color. Just trace out the pants. Real easy. And leave room at the bottom for shoes, though. I'm also going to take that dark blue before I thin it out and put a couple of dots for the eyes. Steve's blue eyes. And now we're just going to fill in the pants with our darker blue. See how easy it is? Okay, it looks easier than it actually is in some cases, but this wasn't difficult at all here. Of course, the more cookies you do, the more practice you get, and the better it is. Alright, the next step, I took a toothpick and some red coloring icing. I'm just making a little bit of a mouth. And now with dark brown frosting, or icing, I'm going to go around and do the hair. It's not too hard to get it on there and do his beard. The hardest part I had was getting the color dark enough, which I didn't get. But we can just call him Pastel Steve. And now I'm doing the shoes. And now with a little thinned out white frosting, we're going to do the whites of his eyes. And I say frosting's icing. I keep saying the wrong one, but hey, serves the same purpose for me. It all tastes good in the end. Now, while my cookie didn't turn out looking exactly like Steve, I'm happy with it. And I have to tell you, the dough smelled so good that I had my sons coming out of their rooms and wanting to eat the cookies, which they did as soon as I got finished with this video. Right here you see my finished Gingerbread Steve Cookies. Again, have fun with it. Try it yourself. Post pictures to my Facebook. I'd love to see how yours came out. I'd wish you all a happy holiday. Thanks for watching.